Hi everybody, hello. For some reason you've got my head in the corner today. I don't quite know why that is, sorry about that. Maybe when Mr. F comes back he can chop me off. I don't know, but I'm just going to make a start anyway. So today we're going to do a sort of double envelope thing that goes either side of your journal. You'll see what I mean as I go along. This is just an ordinary sheet of A4 or letter, it doesn't matter, and I want it to be chopped off at 10 inches. So yours would be 11.5, mine's 11 3/4, so it doesn't matter because we're chopping it off at 10 inches anyway. So let's just get this something like right. There we go, chop it off there. Okie cookie. My hands are filthy because I've been inking stuff. I should have washed them. But I didn't. Right. So now we need to put some folds in this. So I want to fold that up to about there. And I'll tell you in a second what about their measures. It measures touch over 3 1/4. 3 1/4 you could say, and it's not exactly square that. Let's get my bone folder on the job. Right, there we go. And then I want to fold the top in because it's going to be like an envelope sort of thing. So I don't want to fold it right where that is. Maybe, 1/4, 3/8 of an inch up from that. So about there. Lovely. Crease that in. Yeah, that's good. Right, let's crease those folds in. Now the next thing I want to do is score it halfway, which is obviously 5 because we cut it at 10. And it will start to become apparent what's going on here. So score that down at 5, like that. And then you fold away from the line you've just scored, so it goes that way. So there is our little double envelope type thing. So this will go in your signature. It'll be sewn in down here, and you'll see this and this on one side of your signature and this on the other. That's gone a bit creasy, but never mind, it'll be okay. So now what I need to do is cut this flap so as you can open them independently, and I want to make it quite wide because I don't want it to catch on the spine. So I'm going to make it all told about 1/4 of an inch, I guess. That is something like that. Yeah, it's about 1/4 of an inch. So 1/8 either side of your line. Let's trim that off. Right. So there we have it. Yeah. Like that. Perfect. Right, so what I want to do now is cover this with something. Well, ink it first, I guess. I guess we'd best ink it, hadn't we? Oh, I want to round those corners off as well, actually. Thinking about it. So let's get those rounded off. Helps if you hold it actually in the cutter. There we are. Will it do these ones? Ooh, just. Let's try this one again. No, it doesn't want to cut it. Just going to have to round it with my scissors, I think. There we are. That will do the job perfectly. Okay, so, inking, that's what we're doing. So the whole of the outside needs inking. Just the outside edge. You don't need to worry about the inside edges, you know, the score marks at this time, because we're going to cover it. This is why my fingers get so dirty. Just going to do inside the flap as well. Just along there. And just along here. So that's all the outside edges of it done, and the inside of the flap. So there we have it, that's that. So I'm just going to go down here with my ink, like that, and I'm going to do the same on the other side, like that. Fabulous. Okay, so we're ready to begin. Oh, I haven't done the inside of that. Lovely. So I'm going to cover the whole thing, the whole of the outside, with music paper. So I've cut two pieces to the right width. I still need to cut them to the, you know, the right height. So I'm going to make a mark where I want to cut it, which is there. I'm just going to leave the smallest of margins around, and I need to cut that to there. So let's do that and stick that on. You are going to see all around this envelope when it's in your journal, so you know the back and the front need to be quite nice. So I need to round off my corners to go on the top, which is the top. This is the top. And then I need to ink around that. Oh, good Lord. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the other one, same as I've shown you this. I'm going to ink around them both, stitch around them both, and then I'll come back to you, okay? Right, so that's that. It's all stuck down, it's all sewn down, and it's looking quite nice, really. So let's fold it up again on those lines that we've already folded it on. Where's my Timmy ruler gone? That's a bit ridiculous. There it is. So I'm just going to hold my ruler where the lines are and just fold it up there like that. These are the lines we've put in before. I'm just making sure they're in for good and all. Lovely, burnish those down, and these ones as well. There we go. And there we go. Lovely. So now you can see what we're up to. We've got 2 envelopes joined in the middle that can be sewn into your signature, and then it'll be like that when you come to it in your, as you're going through your journal. Or like that, actually. I think it wants to fold that way. So yeah, you've got your envelope there and then something in the middle. Just a question of what we're going to put on it. Right, so I've got my box, my drawer of all my goodies there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So many good things, it's hard to know where to start, to be honest. This is this pad of sort of squared paper, which is beautiful. I mean, where do I begin? How do I begin to pick anything out of that? Let's go pink, shall we? No, let's go something else. Let's go blue. Let's go blue for Judy. So I just want a couple of these bits that I'm going to tear down, I think, and put in the corner. It's just, oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, that's gorgeous. So is that gorgeous? That's gorgeous too. Yeah, I like those. They're my favourite so far. They're just all nice. I mean, how do you decide? Kind of into teals now, which are nice. They are nice. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, so many. I can't decide. I'm gonna go tealy, I think. This one and this one. That's what I'm going for. This is a beautiful little pile of papers. So handy. Well, I've obviously never found them handy up until now, have I? Because they're still in my box. Right, so what I'm going to do is tear it in half, corner to corner. Yeah, corner to corner. Bearing in mind that you will never see these two together, unless you put them in the centre of your signature, of course, because they'll be in different sides of the signature. So you want them to look something like similar, but they don't have to be identical. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put that there, like that, and this one just got writing on, so I'm going to put that up there. And then I'm going to do the same with this, tear this one in half. Doesn't have to be that accurate, to be honest. And this has got no writing or anything on, so it can go just like that. And that's quite pretty. I like that. I'm going to ink around those. Just for aesthetics, really. It's not on the edge of anything, but I think they just look nicer when they're inked around. It's a bit difficult because the paper is very soft. So I seem to have inspired quite a few of you to get your drawers and boxes and storage bits out and have a look and see what you've got, see if you can play along. I know that most of you, I bet most of you, when you've gone through all your things, have found things that you'd forgotten you'd even bought, and yet were so pleased at the time to have it. So it's true. All of the things in this box I could say that about, to be honest, virtually all of them. It's just ridiculous, the things that I've accumulated. And, you know, I do love them all. I love these little squares of paper. I just love them. But there they were, dumped in a drawer. Which, above everything else, I don't have storage space to keep things that I'm not using in drawers, you know. So they need to be used up. It's going to take us a while at this rate. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make one as a practice piece before I start, so I can know what I need to have sorted before I do the video. Then I'm going to do one with you in a video like this, and then I'm going to make one more afterwards. So I'm going to make 3 of each piece. Right, let's stick these down then. I've had to refill this bottle up again, because the other one, although I love it, I think you'd soon run out of patience with me trying to get the top on. Because I'm sure the more I use it, the easier it'll get, but I'll drive you balmy in the time being trying to put it on. So I'll stick with this one. Right, so I want to just stick that just a little bit up and just a little bit in, so I've got a nice margin around it, like that. Yes, exactly like that. And this one. Just take care down the torn edge that you really do glue that properly, because there's no stitching or anything going on over this. It is what it is. There we go. So this one, same thing, just in a little bit and down a little bit. There we go, that's nice. That's pretty, isn't it, that colour? So I've got loads of ideas for ephemera. I've got so many ideas. Just have to wait and see how they play out, how many I can get done. But I think if you follow along, you're going to end up with plenty of ephemera for your journals. So up a little bit and in a little bit. A little bit more, there we go. Lovely. Just so happens these are the perfect size for there. I mean, they could not be more perfect. And yet it was a fairly arbitrary amount that I folded up, so excellent. Good luck. So today Mr. F is cooking at the minute our lunch, because it's, what time is it? 1:15 in the afternoon. And we are having salmon teriyaki noodle stir fry. Lovely, it's one of my very favourites, I love it. So this one, same thing. Same. There we are, right. So I'm just going to get my Timmy towel out and give that all a good press down. Mr. F bought some new Timmy towels yesterday from the charity shop, so they're in the washer at the minute. I'll get them washed up, and then I shall have new Timmy towels. They're all right, they do wash, the Timmy towels. The only thing that sometimes stops it is if I've been using acrylic and I've got acrylic paint on it, because then it goes hard and you can't wash it out, obviously. Now, I'm thinking that a butterfly would look nice on there, so where's those? You know, butterfly stickers. Let's see what we've got available to us. Purple, no. Gold, no. No. I don't know if we have. That's kind of blue, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of blue. Ooh, there's a teal one. That's nice. Is there another teal one? Is there? Yes, there is. Perfect, that's what's going on there then. I think they're perfect for that. Perfect. Let's put these away then before we lose them. I didn't think I'd ever use these ones with gold on, you know. I don't know why I ordered them. No idea. Just sometimes projects that you're doing and you think, oh, that would look quite nice. And of course, by the time they come from Ali, you've long since finished the project you were doing. Right, I might have to pause you at this stage because getting the back off these can be a little bit awkward. If I can't do it quickly, I'll just pause you and struggle away to myself. Is that it? No, I'm going to pause you. See you in this. Yay, I did it. Actually, it didn't take that long, to be honest. So that's the fronts of our envelopes. Don't they look pretty? Yes, they do. Right, so now we've got to deal with the back. Now I have, as you know, got loads of stickers. I'm going to have to open that out, otherwise I'm not going to lie flat. Still don't want to lie flat. Which I can use. I definitely can use that. Let's pull my chair in a bit like I mean business. I've also got these paper pads. This one I haven't used at all yet. I mean, that's really pretty, isn't it? Really pretty. Oh my goodness, I mean, they're just all pretty. They're gorgeous. Ah, is that the same as the one I like there? No, slightly different. Right. I'm going to have this one because it looks like they're going either way. And I can put that there. I could actually make a pocket out of it, couldn't I? I'll put that there, and then that one I can put there. But I could make it into a little pocket. Yeah, how much does that measure? It measures 5.5. So half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4. Let's trim that off at 2 3/4. See what it looks like. 2 3/4. Okay. These are so pretty, aren't they? So that could go there. That could go there. We'd have 2 nice pockets. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make pockets. Okay, let's get a sheet of the thickish paper. And what did I... Oh no, I don't know what that is. What does this measure that way? About 3 inches. Right, so I'm going to cut a strip off at 3 inches. Oh no, I need to allow gussets, don't I? So I'm going to cut it off at 4 inches. This wasn't kind of part of the plan, but you know, things evolve, don't they? And what did I cut that off at? 2 3/4. Is this one 2 3/4? Let's just check my maths. Yeah, 2 3/4. Okay, so if we said 3 plus another one, so 4 inches. Let's cut them off at 4 inches. So actually they're going to be kind of 4 by 4, aren't they? Is that right? How can that be right? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. So if I'm going to make, Yeah, you see, I haven't allowed for a gusset. You stupid woman. It needs to be like 5 inches. What a stupid ignoramus. Anyway, we have more paper, and I'm sure they'll come in for another pocket. So 5 inches. Let's do this again. Lovely. And they were 2 3/4, so I need 3 3/4. Is that right? Yeah, 3 3/4. So I don't think I was right on any of the measurements at all. I don't know where those measurements came from, slightly spurious measurements. But it doesn't matter. We've rectified the problem. 3 3/4. Right, so 2 pieces of paper at 3 3/4 by 5 should give me enough to make a gusseted pocket. Don't know what that was about. It's funny how you having my head on, because you don't normally. So I'm going to score around 1/2 inch all the way around. That's quite a good idea, actually, putting a pocket on the back. There we go. Might as well do the other one when we're here, hadn't we? Might as well. That's something nice to put on the back when you come across it in your journal, you know. There we go. Right, so let's do our, well, let's just check that they're going to fit first. So is that going to fit into that space that we've left for it? Yes. Yes, it is. So let's just do what we do. Cut into the corner and cut out. And I think it's quite important to have a gusset on this pocket, because there isn't any leeway in that envelope, the big envelope pocket that we've made. I don't think you'd be able to get anything in it really if it didn't have a gusset. There we go. Right. I'm just going to work on one at the moment. So all these need to be folded over, creased over. Like that. The top one, whichever one you decide the top is going to be, needs to be glued down. There we go. Oh, look how dirty my hands are. Ridiculous. Covered in ink, really. So there we are. Let's ink around that. And ink around our bit of butterfly paper. I love this paper. I just love it. We've removed a carpet from under my chair, and the carpet always was wrinkled up. It was, you know, from me moving on it, it just got itself all in a constant wrinkle situation. So Mr. F's removed that, which now means that I can wheel around much more easily. So I can sit right up to the desk. Whereas before I was back from the desk and I was always pulling things to me and you couldn't see what I was doing, so it's a good thing. So here's Mr. F come to see why my head's in this situation. But it's alright, Mr. F, I'm used to it now. That might be just a little bit tall, that actually. Let's stick it on and we'll see. If it needs trimming, it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to avoid the edges really, because I'm going to stitch around it. And I'm trying to keep glue out of my machine if I can. So let's put that right in the pocket there. That's lovely. What a lovely pocket. Does it need trimming? No, it doesn't. It's absolutely bang on. Bang on. So it just needs stitching around and the other one doing. So I'm going to make the other pocket to match, exactly the same as that. Stitch around them and I'll be back to you in a jiffy. Okay, mission accomplished. Should have washed my hands, shouldn't I? But I didn't. So let's just trim the ends off here. And this one, it's got two lots of ends. Because I made a boo-boo. Right, there we are. Don't they look smashing? They do. Right, so now it's just a question of sticking them onto there. Where do I want them? About there, I would say. Okay, let's get the glue on. I think this afternoon what I'm going to do is tidy up the table where the die cutting machine is and my sewing machine, because I can't bear it any longer. It's in a right mess and it needs a tidy up, frankly. That's what it needs. So I've just stuck the bottom piece on first, just so I can be sure that's really flat and it's not going to be catching anything when you put it in. And do the side ones. Okay, cookie. There we go. Make sure they're good and down. Lovely. And same with this one. Bearing in mind, as I say, you will never see these in the same together again once they're sewn into your signature. So they don't have to be absolutely identical, although it's pleasing if they are. I think that's about square. That's square? Yeah, I think that's square. It is according to these bits on the side, so can't be far out, I don't think. Give that a really good press down. Nothing annoys me more than trying to put something in a pocket and it's impeded by that piece. It just really annoys me. So I like to get it stuck down good and firm. Good and flat and firm. Flat and firm. Okay, so you just hold those in, tip it up, and there you go. There's your little pocket. Easy as peasy. Got a little bit of seepage of the glue. Right, so there we are. Doesn't that look nice? Looks so pretty. Lovely, two lovely pockets there. Oh, and look at that. That's so pretty inside as well. Oh my goodness me. Question is, what do we need up there? Do we need anything up there? I don't think so. I don't know though. I've got this bit that was from a accident, shall we call it, earlier on. I could make a little piece that would go there. Let's do that. I'm just faffing now. I'm faffing, yes. Let's trim that down there. But it's all these little faffy bits, isn't it, that makes it nicer, I think. So let's get that there. Trim that off and see what sort of length we want. Now, do I want it to go down into there or not? I suppose it looks better when it does, is the thing. So, yeah, about there. And I'll cut the other one at the same length as well. So that measures just about 2 inches, so I'll cut another 2 inches off for the one on the other side. 2 inches. Marvellous. Yeah, this piece of paper with the glue on the back, it's from where I was practicing earlier on. Because I do practice these things, because I like to give you a relatively polished, you can laugh, a relatively polished video. What's polished about this, you may ask? Well, that's a good question. But it's better than the practice one, rest assured. Oops, that didn't trim. I think I need to empty my machine out. Which one am I on? This one. It just doesn't want to trim. And this one, which is the way up this way. Lovely. Just ink around those and get those stuck on. This one's pretty much inked around already, to be honest. But just for the sake of completeness, we'll do it again. I think it'll look better with this one, definitely. It's worth taking a couple of minutes that it takes. Right, this isn't going to be stitched over, so I do need to glue right to the edge. Yeah, so see if I can get my table tidied this after, that's the idea. Because, like I say, I have got my die cutting machine on it, and I have got my sewing machine on it. But getting to either is a bit of a chore, to be honest. They're well boxed in. And there's other stuff, there's unfinished projects on there, there's book pads, book printed pages, there's all sorts of stuff on there. And they need to find a home. And then I'd feel better. Because I hate it when things are just in a mess. We've actually done quite a lot this week already. Maybe not this week, last week I think. Mr. F was sort of taking things to the tip that were really, you know, broken drawers and stuff like that. Which of course is fine, but they did contain stuff. So that's all got to find a new home. There we are. That's lovely. So when that goes, yeah, that looks much better. Much, much better. Right, so now all we have to do is fold those over without them creasing. Which I don't know if I can do until the glue is dry. Maybe I can. Might have to wait for that glue to dry. But in the interim, we can deal with this bit, the flap part. So what I think I'm going to put on there is simply a piece of lace and a word. I think that will work quite well. So I've got this lace, that'll do nicely, just along there, and a word. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the collal out to stick the lace down with. Ooh, there's loads coming out the bottle. So I'll just stick that along there. I'm using one of the lines in the music to guide me. Mr. F. Mr. F.
Yes.
You can do lunch. You can start lunch if you want. I'm nearly finished. And I'm starving. Lunch today is salmon teriyaki noodle stir fry. It's one of Mr. F's speciality dishes, and it happens to be my favourite. Mind you, I say it's my favourite. I say that at just about every meal Mr. F cooks. He's a really good cook. So that's that one. Let's stick the lace on the other side. And I'm going to stick it up here just because I want to follow that line of music. And it doesn't matter if they're not identical, these. Because like I say, you'll never see them together. So let's stick that down. Got some stray thread on it. There we go. Just using that line in the music to guide me. Why not? Might as well make use of everything we can. And I'm just trimming that off just a bit long until it dries, because sometimes when you trim it you pull it and then you end up it's too short. So I'll just give that a second to dry while we select a word out of the big chapbook. And I might go for black. Shall I go for black? Yeah, I might go for black. What on earth am I going to put on today? Oh, what? Beauty, beautiful. I think I'll just do that. I'll put beauty and beautiful on. Why not? Why ever not? They're nice words. So I'm just going to, way, come here. Oh, it's alive, this one. Just going to put that just above the lace, just there, like that. Perfect. And beautiful, same sort of thing. Just a bit of glue on the back, just to be sure it's not going to come off. Beautiful. Put that there. Lovely. Right, so now I think I can probably trim my lace. And this one. I love pak choi. Pak choi is my favourite vegetable in the world. Right, there we go. So it's just a matter of folding these without them creasing too much. That's okay, that's not too bad. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? And this one as well. I don't want you to crease, don't crease. There we are. Ooh, that's a bit near the top. But it's still on the top, so we're all right. Right, so I just need to ink along that top there. That hasn't been inked before. And ink along the bottom, which also hasn't been inked. And there we go. There's our double envelope thingy what to go in our journal. It needs a little tag or something in there, and it needs something in here, but you know, we can deal with that as we go along. So let's just glue the edges up and clip it. Clips out ready. So just go over the stitch line, because the stitches never want to glue. So over the stitching on both sides. You don't need to do the middle because that's going to be sewn into the journal. There we go. Just clip that. There we go. And this one on this side. Got 4 clips out, so I might as well use them. So there we go. There's our lovely little journal page. Isn't it nice? It's so pretty. I love it. I really love it. Let's put the lid on the glue, and I'll show you the one I did for a practice piece. I could, I suppose, if I wanted to, put Velcro on there just to keep it down. I'll think about that. You know, sometimes when they're made and you just put a weight on them even, they stay down themselves. Here's the piece that I made this morning. Just as a sort of practice piece. So you can see I used pink and a beautiful reddy pinky butterfly. Pretty, isn't it? And then on the inside, I didn't make a pocket or anything. I just put some strips of paper along as in a sort of rough collage, and then put a sticker of a butterfly and a flower on. But I think that looks really nice as well, actually. And I did the top just the same. So that's the one I did earlier. That was my practice piece. Here's the one that we've just done, which is nice as well. So we've got a blue and a pink. So I might do a green one or something else this afternoon. So we've got 3 of everything to go into the basket. So there you go. That's it, guys. Can't tell you any more because I don't know anymore. My desk's in a bit of a mess, but I've seen it worse. Definitely seen it worse. So I'll see you very, very soon when we'll be might be doing some more ephemera, might be on one of the other projects that we're doing, but I'll see you really soon. Take care now. Bye.